The path from homelessness to permanent housing can be full of roadblocks.
WDRB's Stefan Johnson tells us about a new effort to transition people from the streets to permanent housing.
On the streets of Louisville, the homeless problem has continued to grow since the pandemic. That's why a local company is using this hotel to help transition people from the streets to permanent housing.
I was evicted from my apartment.
A few years ago, Deborah Hall ended up homeless in the middle of the pandemic.
I've been living from place to place for a year.
She says it was one of the toughest years of her life.
Because I was starting running out of places to go, I was ending up in seedy places.
But 5 months ago, she moved into the Arthur Street Hotel off Interstate 65.
The day that I moved in, they knocked on my door, and I went to the door, and she said, "Here's your food." And I said, "You feeding me too?"
We build affordable housing.
Last year, LDG Development purchased the hotel.
We've invested millions.
And formed a partnership with Feed Louisville.
It was a partnership that kind of made sense.
And it is a partnership that's transitioning people from the streets to permanent housing.
We've probably pulled a couple hundred people off the street.
Greene is co-founder of Feed Louisville, oversees the program, and says there are a lot of myths about the homeless.
One is that homeless people don't have jobs. They do. Lots of them do. There are lots of folks who also face a lot of barriers because of mental illness and mental health issues.
People who come in off the streets are assigned a care representative who helps them get treatment and transition to permanent housing.
Yeah, it was frightening. I didn't know where I was going to go.
After being evicted more than a year ago, Deborah Hall is now just days away from a permanent home.
So now I'm waiting for the key.
Right now, LDG is providing all of the funding, but they're hoping to eventually get some help from the city and other businesses. With photojournalist Chad Kentliner, I'm Stefan Johnson, WDRB News.